So good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. And thanks all for attending for the first ever Xiaomi UAE event. Today we'll be presenting the all-new Redmi Note 11 series. Just a second. Okay. So this series basically is a series which is made through flagship technology, a technology which is more accessible to everyone. And that's what I mentioned is the Redmi Note. It's a fan favorite that has actually made an impact on so many lives. So I'm very proud to announce today that in total so far, we have sold more than 200 devices. Now that's a huge community of people. Thank you so much. Now that's actually is a huge community of people who've gotten the chance to experience flagship technology in the mid-range. It's undoubtedly a blockbuster series. Redmi Note is all about bringing flagship technology to the mid-range. We have the Redmi Note 7 and the Redmi Note 8, which were pioneers of one of the best camera technology, bringing 48 megapixel and the 64 megapixel cameras to the mid-range. Point of time, we're still offering only 12 megapixel cameras. In the middle, as you see, we got the Redmi Note 9 series. The Redmi Note 9 series was once again a pioneer of its own, offering 30-watt fast charging technology, while at the same time, there were other competitors in the market which are only offering 5 or 10-watt fast charging technology. And we must not forget the Redmi Note 10. This series gave our users an access to an incredible 108 megapixel camera, which was again offered at a very, very honest pricing. Last year, we launched the Redmi Note 10 series, and it was extremely popular. So popular that at that particular point of time, there were many prestigious awards which were offered and provided to us or given to us through the tech reviewers and famous media outlets. After the success of the Redmi Note 9 series, we ensured actually to double up on the stock of the Redmi Note 10 series. The demand was so high that the people had to line up outside the stores to catch one single unit. In fact, one of our Xiaomi fans personally shared his own experience about how he was so desperate to get his hands on one of these devices, and he had to literally visit 10 different Xiaomi stores to catch hold of one single device of the Redmi Note. So, based on the love and demand of the Xiaomi fans and the experiences of our users in the past, today I'm very proud to announce that in the year 2022, we'll be expanding our retail presence in the UAE market. In the month of March, we'll be opening up our experience store in Dubai Internet City, followed by opening up our stores in Abu Dhabi, Dubai Mall, and different parts of the region. Not only that, I'm extremely proud to announce that because of the love of the fans and our partners sitting over here, Xiaomi was ranked number 2 smartphone vendor as per the Canalys report of the year 2022 in the Middle East region. This, in fact, is a very big achievement for a young brand like us. And to be honest with you, we couldn't have done this without the support of all of you. Thank you so much. The Redmi Note is not only a challenge. Our devices have lived up to the challenge generation after generation. Let's have a look at this quick video to get a glimpse about the Redmi Note series. The Redmi Note series has conquered challenges from outer space to the different volcanoes, to the deep blue hole, and even to the Antarctica. And of course, there is a lot more to come tonight. Thank you all. And
excellent presentation there. Thank you so much for kicking off the evening for us as well. Thank you so much once again to Arjun Batra, country head for Xiaomi UAE, who will be available throughout the night for any further questions, of course, as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on now, of course, to our tagline of the series, which is Rise to the Challenge. And off the back of this, we have someone very special with us here tonight who has shown the world what it means to break the norms, the barriers, and to rise to the challenge. Let's take a look at what she has been doing in collaboration with Xiaomi.
أجمل أيام الحياة هي لما نتحدى الصعاب ونتغلب عليها، مو بس لحظات النجاح، لأن تكون اكتشفت الجرأة والقوة اللي عندك والصفات اللي تساعدك أن تتغلب على أي تحدي قد يكون بطريقك. اكتشفت الجرأة اللي تساعدك أن تحلم وتحقق أحلامك، الجرأة اللي تخليك مباشرة تنزل لساحة المعركة من دون ما تدقق بتفاصيل قد ترجعك للوراء. الحافز لهذه الجرأة هو أنك تتخيل نفسك تخسر الكثير من فرص الحياة، تخسر أنك تستمتع وتستكشف تفاصيلها، أنك تعيش من دون أن تعيش الحق. كل ما تكون قريب من الاستسلام اتذكر كم راح تخسر بالمقابل. التحدي Rise to the challenge.
An incredible video, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen, she is here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for social media influencer inspiration. Please put your hands together for Zainab Al-Akabi.
Hello. Thank you so much for a beautiful introduction. I am overwhelmed and super happy to be here. I feel super proud, honestly, to be joining Xiaomi for the beautiful launch of Redmi Note 11 series. Let me take a breath. To be honest with you, the moment that I was approached for this campaign and the moment I knew that it was all about rise to the challenge, I was the happiest. Because it's something that I wake up for every day. And I think that I have faced this since I was a child, but without having the conscience for it. So obviously, I'm an amputee, if you didn't notice that from the video. I've lost my leg when I was 7 years old, and it wasn't only me in the accident, it was also my father and my youngest sister. My dad lost his hand as well. The accident was an explosion followed by a medical mistake, and that led me to become an amputee. It was quite smooth life up to a certain point when I was growing up, because my life was just limited to school, playing with the neighborhood, and that's it. But later on, when I grew up and I got into college, that's when I was introduced maybe to rise to the challenge without being aware of it. Because I faced so many challenges enforced on me by the society, by everyday life, by the things that, but it's quite challenging to have it done. So I had to figure out a mindset. And that mindset is definitely over here, rise to the challenge. And that made me realize how life is beautiful. And it's really not limited to a loss of leg, a loss of hand, any physical disability, or any challenges that you might be facing in your everyday life. You need to rise to the challenge because it enables you to have a beautiful connection with who you are, with yourself. It enables you to become stronger, braver, more courageous. It enables you to enjoy life in every single detail. To be here every day wouldn't have been possible without having this mindset. I would have been just a very regular person, somewhere there, having a very regular job, maybe happy or unhappy person, but I wouldn't be that extreme adventurous person trying to figure out every day what else can I do? How can I enjoy it? How can I improve my life? How can I build stronger mindsets? So please, every day once you wake up, think that even if it looks like difficult, but it's not impossible or challenging to achieve, to rise to the challenge. I hope this video will inspire so many people when it's posted online, not because I am the person over there, but really, it's been a very tough journey to be that person over there. And it taught me also to never give up and to never accept anything that I don't really deserve just because I have to. No. Thank you so much.
What a truly inspirational individual there. We can't thank you enough for actually being with us here tonight as well. And if you do have any further questions, I'm hoping that any questions can be discussed later on over our buffet dinner, which is going to be served after the official launch. Thank you so much once again for such inspiring words as well. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have another this evening, someone who truly embodies the brand, who has also been a part of the brand, the Xiaomi family, for the past sort of year and a half, I think. So please do put your hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here with us tonight. Please welcome Khaled Al-Ameri.
بسم الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي امري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Oh God. Come on, guys. You know how this works, right? We need to get the energy a little bit more, so I'm going to ask again. How's everyone doing? Good? You know what happens now, right? We ask a third time. All right, we're almost there. 80%, but that's good enough. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank the Xiaomi and the Redmi team for having me. It's absolutely awesome to be here. And Zainab, incredible, mashallah. Been a fan for you forever. Love what you do, love what you stand for. Can we have another round of applause for Zainab, please? So, like Zainab, when the Redmi team and the Xiaomi team reached out to me with the script and the breakdown for the Rise of the Challenge video that we're all going to be creating, it took me all the way back to my university days. I was doing a class at the end of my 2 years in the program, and it was a class called Leading Your Life. So imagine, there's a class that's just teaching you how to live your life a better way. So I was sitting down with the professor. We have like something called coffee mornings. And I was sitting down with the professor to have like a one-on-one chat, something a bit more personal. So I remember like the professor looks at me and asks me, Khalid, what's failure in your life? Like when you look forward to your life, I was a master's student, just looking forward. He's like, what is failure? I don't know, I want to be like a CEO by the time I'm 35. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, that's it? I'm like, no, in our country, in the UAE, like a lot of youth take senior positions, so maybe I want to be a minister by the time I'm 40. He's like, oh, okay. Is that it? I'm like, man, what does this guy want? I'm like, okay, I guess, I want to have like a couple of jets and a plane maybe, and, a house in Switzerland and stuff like that. That'd be nice to go in like the summers. He's like, wow. And he looked that you never want a professor to look at you like. He's just like, And I did what any smart student should do. Any students in here, this is what you do when you find yourself in a tough position with a professor. You know what you ask them? Just say, Professor, what do you think? And that's when you know that you're in the safe space, because you're asking for their wisdom. And he said to me words that sort of sat with me till today. He's like, Khalid, failure in life. And we're talking about life. We're not talking about just your work or what it is you do for a living. In the general life. He said, failure in life is waking up every morning, doing something, period. Because if you wake up in the morning from the very beginning and do, not loving what you want to do and not wanting to go to the job, or you wake up in the morning and just go, oh my God, not again. How many more times can I hit the snooze button, please? Then what good is going to happen to that? Because you're already starting at negative. So when I quit my job to go and live the life I want to live, it was one of the hardest periods of my life. So what I did was, when I quit my job, I was taking this whole thought process of living the life of I loved, of waking up every morning doing something I want to do. And every day you're going to have to, as Zainab said, do this. Because doing what you want to do in life is not easy. There's no one to help a lot of the time. And I remember writing a show and going to pretty much every TV and radio station in the UAE. And I would get a no, a maybe. Don't call us, we'll call you, Khalid. And I remember the last job that I went for, I'll never forget it, is a job for a presenter on TV. And I remember driving home, no income, 2 kids in school, a home, a family. I had about a year worth of savings that I could potentially sustain my life over. And I got a call saying, Khalid, sorry, but you didn't get the presenter job. And I had to stop the car, and at that point, I was done. Khalas. I was crying. I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to pay for things? My life is done. Yeah. But you realize one thing. And I was just sitting there, and what I used to do was go on YouTube and put these motivational talks on. You can do it. Yeah, go. Yeah. The world is yours. You're crying, listening to it. Is this true? And one of the things that happened is I went home, sat with the family, sat with Salama, sat with my wife, and I realized one thing, one very important thing. And when I read the script of all the people that are going to be in this video, they all had something similar to say. And that was to keep going. And when you look at even the weakest of animals in the animal kingdom, when they're up against the mightiest of animals and they're in a corner, what do? Go. Because they have no other choice. And we as humans, when you're in a corner, when you have no other choice but to succeed, one of the things that you realize is more often than not, if you keep going, what happens? You succeed. You might not be everywhere you want to be. You might not get everything you wanted to get, but you'll be somewhere on the journey of where you want to go. And I wish there was someone like Redmi at the time that I was crying in my car that sort of believed in us. And that's what I'm excited to see now with the people that I'm working with. Sorry. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, all right. Where was I? Yeah. And that's why I'm excited for this video to be working with creators, with chefs, with fitness people, with scientists, with people from all different forms of life on their journey to keep going. If I encourage you all to do 2 things. Number 1, I see a lot of important people in the room today. So I encourage you all to reach out to the other people who are here to see how you can help them and bring their dreams to life. And number 2, if you're one of those dreamers, never forget to keep going, because that next step might be the step that brings Allah. Wishing you all the best. Thanks so much for having me. Salam.
Khaled Al-Ameri, what a pleasure it is to have you here with us tonight. Thank you so much for such inspirational words as well. We'll definitely take those home with us tonight. Thank you so much. And I bet that TV station's gutted that they didn't book you, aren't they? Look at you now, hey? So brilliant. Thank you so much. Really fantastic to have you here. Thank you so much to both of you. Let's hear it one more time for our special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for being with us. And yes, I do hope that you will be sticking around for the buffet later, just in case we have any further questions, of course, as well. Right, well, it's time now to move on to the moment that we have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, the official launch of the Redmi Note 11 series. So to tell us more and to officially present the new series, please put your hands together for Magdi Mohammed, who is the Regional Training Manager for Xiaomi Middle East.
Oh. All right. Thank you so much, each and everyone. I have my mic, thank you. Thank you so much, each and everyone, for being here with us today. And yes, it is a new year, a new start, that 2022. New year means a lot of new challenges will be there, but having the challenges also comes with the opportunities. And as our slogan says, rise to the challenge, and to be a huge challenge right now. I prepared my speech for today, but after Zainab and Khalid's speech, it was so inspiring, I totally forgot everything I have today in the presentation. But I'm up to that challenge, and we are going to do it together. So in 2022, we asked our users, what do they know about Redmi Note? What does Redmi Note mean for them? And we have got a lot of different answers. Unbeatable, beautiful, high quality, powerful camera. But there is one message came from our users which stood out of all of those, which is Redmi Note challenges what's possible in mid-range. And that's what I'm going to show you today with our beautiful slogan, the inspiring slogan. Redmi Note 11 series are here today to rise to that challenge. Let's start with our products. The first set, we have our Pro models. The best, not in the last. The best today is in the beginning. Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, both of them, they come in that bold design and the iconic camera setup in the back. 11 Pro and 11 Pro 5G are called the 108 megapixels house. And we will discover together why do we call it as a powerhouse. Starting with the camera for the Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G. Nowadays, photography is essential in our life. People are taking photos morning and night, no matter where are they and no matter when they are. Every time they have either a photo or a video, and that's why we are bringing for them experience for the Redmi Note 11 photography that they have never tried before. For the Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G, they will be your companion to capture your moments while having adventures in your life, or even for those simple moments which you have with your loved ones, friends and family. We always want to hear and see these photos again back to life, and we call them memories. And for those memories, we are bringing a 108 megapixels camera for both Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G. For them, 108 million pixels are packed together in a huge sensor to bring all of these details to life. And typically, 108 megapixels camera, we only see it in a flagship, like our Xiaomi 11 series. There we get this huge sensor. And here today with the Redmi Note 11 series, we also get the 108 megapixel camera. Let's have a look on what this brilliant sensor can bring for us with just a simple click. With these beautiful photos and wonderful moment, just like this. You can see how is the dynamic range and the focus, the colors of each aspect of the photo, foreground and background. And also, when you zoom in, still all the details are there. Look at their hair. Look at her outfit. Everything is just well maintained in this photo. And let's make it much harder and go for those bottom flowers and branches. Even after zooming in, still the dynamic range, the shadows, noiseless photo, this sensor is really bringing the photography experience to next level in this price segment. Now, it's not all about photography. Videography also plays a very important part in our life. And with the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, we have a lot of fun video effects which you can use to take your videography experience to the next level, such as slow motion, time-lapse, dual video, and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, the Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G is an amazing solution when it comes to photography and videography. It also provides the ultra-wide-angle lens with the macro lens to take those detailed small moments in close-up shots. Well, the camera is great, powerful camera. I'm happy. But what about the display? After taking the photo or recording the video, I'm going to watch them in my mobile. How is the display? Well, for the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, more true colors, deep black, high brightness. And talking about the brightness, the 11 Pro and Pro 5G can reach 1200 peak brightness level, or 1200 nits in the peak brightness level. So you will never miss out that emails or social media messages even under the bright sunlight. For the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, not enough. We need to give them more from the flagship features. So for the both devices, Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, both of them, they feature 120 Hz refresh rate AMOLED display. For both of them, silky smooth experience you will get. And our users actually asked us, what is the benefit of having 120 Hz refresh rate? Having high refresh rate, is it really beneficial for us or not? Well, we will get this answer from this short video. Well, for the 120 Hz refresh rate, that's the meaning of the silky smooth display. While playing your favorite game, you will never experience these frame drops or hanging or lagging in your display. It will be always silky smooth with you alongside while you are watching or playing. On top of all of these, we are giving 6.67-inch AMOLED display. So we are having big display to watch our content or to play our games. We have high screen resolution, we have AMOLED screen type, we have 120 Hz refresh rate, and on top of all of these, we are using the Corning Gorilla Glass 5. So your device is tough enough even during the hard time or the hard usage for your device. Ladies and gentlemen, Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G also will come in 4 amazing colors, which you can choose the one which suits you the more, from the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G. And here, this device, in this display only we are talking about the display. It's easy to find AMOLED display, very easy. And it's much easier to find 120 Hz refresh rate. And it might get easier and easier if you want to see the Corning Gorilla Glass 5 in your screen. But when you put the AMOLED with the high refresh rate, with the high screen resolution, with the Corning Gorilla Glass 5, it is only one device, which is the Redmi Note 11 Pro series. Here is our display, which really is the best in this class. Well, display is good, camera is good. What about the heart of the device, the processor? Here for the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, we choose the processors or the chipsets which really will run this device in higher performance. For the Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G chipsets. For the 5G, we are using the Snapdragon 695, which is 6nm chipset, and it is brilliant in gaming. And when it comes to the power efficiency and the performance, 6nm Snapdragon 695 is the leading of the mid-range processors. It's nearly giving you a flagship performance in mid-range. So well done for the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G when it comes to the performance of both of them. We are giving the up to the highest of these devices. Also the memory, we can expand it up to 1 TB of external memory, so you can store more of this. Well, one more challenge people get, which is the battery and the charging speeds. People might ask, what is fast charging? Or how fast is the charging of your device? Well, for them, they might think that fast charging means 20 watts, possible. Or maybe 25 watts, also possible. But our Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G, we are not using any of them. Not 20 watts and not 25 watts. For the Pro and Pro 5G, we are using our 67 watts turbocharging speed for the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Pro 5G, which is very, very fast to charge up your battery, which is not small also, by the way. Here, it's not only about the charging speed, it is also about is it really big enough or it will be run out within 2 or 3 hours. We are giving massive battery, 5,000 milliamps in the Redmi Note 11 series. And this combination together, having the 67 watts and the 5,000 milliamps together, will give you the full experience of charging and battery life together. We got some questions from some users. How does the 67 watts turbocharging work? Well, for this, we are using two main technologies. The first one, battery charging. What does it mean? So MMT stands for middle tab, where basically we are charging the battery from the middle inside out. That will prevent that it goes and heat up, and that's why the charging speed will stay always fast. We always see smartphones, usually when we start charging them, they start very fast, from 0 to 20. A little bit slower from 20 to 40, and then get slower and slower and slower. But utilizing the MMT, that will make sure that the charging speed stays always fast. With the second technology, the liquid cool technology, the battery will stay as cool as possible while it's charging it. So Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G, they come with a massive battery, 5,000 milliamps, turbocharging 67 watts, and the charger is inside the box. You don't need to pay those extra bucks to get the charger because it's not there in the box. Everything, powerful camera, bold design, AMOLED display with 120 Hz and Corning Gorilla Glass 5. Turbocharging 67 watts, huge performance, everything is just there. This is the Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G, and I'm so happy to announce the products for you today. So here we get the Redmi Note 11 Pro and the Redmi Note 11 Pro 5G. Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G will be available in March, so stay tuned and follow our official communication channels in social media to get them once they are hitting the shelf. We are not done yet. We are going to rise to the challenge, not with one more product, actually with two more products. And these two more products are the baseline of Redmi Note 11 series. We will see together what can they get from the Pro models and to see whether they really can rise to that challenge or not. So experts. And his friend, the Redmi Note 11, is called 90 Hz AMOLED display, or the Pioneer. Well, these two devices are taking a lot from the DNA of the Pro models, the elder brothers, the elder siblings. Let's see together what can they get from them, and we will start, as usual, with the camera. For the Redmi Note 11S, we are using the same camera as the Pro model, the 108 megapixels expert, adding the flagship features for photography and videography. With this camera, you will take all the photography you want for the photos, morning and night, and also all the video effects which you get in the Pro models here with the 11S. For the Redmi Note 11, the second device, it is for the casual photography. For those who want to take photos here and there casual without going into details. We are giving them 50 megapixels quad AI camera, which is also still great for photography and videography, and we equipped it with the ultra-wide and the macro lens. So all together for the Redmi Note 11, which you are getting also with the Pro. Now, the display should be good, because I take photo, I record the video, I'm going to watch them in that display. Let's have a look at the incredible views of the Redmi Note 11 and Redmi. Well, for this also, they adapted the technology from the Pro. For the Redmi Note 11S and Redmi Note 11, both of them, they come with the AMOLED display and the high screen resolution with the high refresh rate, which is 90 Hertz refresh rate. So almost everything we were getting with the Pro, we are giving them today also with the Redmi Note 11 and the 11S. Do you remember how many colors for the Pro? The same 4 colors also. Here we are giving 4 colors with the Redmi Note 11 and Redmi Note 11S. 4, choose whatever you like. They have the same DNA of the Pro and the Pro 5G. The AMOLED display, the high refresh rate, the high screen resolution, the Corning Gorilla Glass, all of these together, we just saw them in the Pro model, which is coming in March. But here with the 11S, they adapted the same technologies. And not only in the display, also in the performance. When we speak about the processor, which we have in the Note 11S, guess what? It is the same processor we are giving for the Redmi Note 11 Pro. MediaTek G96 is the same chipset we use for the Pro model. And for the Redmi Note 11, we are using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 with 6 nanometer technology. 6 nanometer, that's something we see only in the flagships. Only the flagship devices, they come with this technology, 6nm. But here we are giving it for the Redmi Note 11, so it will ensure that you will get powerful performance and lower power consumption, which you really don't need to worry much when it comes to the Redmi Note series. The Redmi Note 11 and the Redmi Note 11S, both of them adapted the same battery as a milliamps battery. So you don't need to worry about the battery at all. Even though it is large, but it will be charged so quickly with the 33 watts Pro fast charging. Talking about the charging speed reminded me that our users, our fans, they are always asking for more. They always want the best out of the best, or the top of the list. We are giving them 4 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and 8 gigabytes of RAM. But then they come and say, no, that's not enough. Well, with one click only in your settings, you can go all the way up to 11 gigabytes fast, smooth, and just like a thunderbolt in your hands. Well, this is the Redmi Note 11 and the Redmi Note 11S. They are the camera experts. They are the pioneers in display. They adapted all the technologies from the Pro models. And now, do they really rise to the challenge or not? Think the price may answer. If the price will rise to the challenge, then the answer will be yes. Let's start one by one. For the Redmi Note 11S, that 108 beautiful camera with the MediaTek G96, the price starts from, rising to the challenge, 899 dirhams only. And that's for the basic model, which is 64 and 4 gigabytes of RAM. We also have 3 more variances up to 128 with 8 gigabytes. The price is 1099. This is the Redmi Note 11S. Now let's have a look at the Redmi Snapdragon 680. The price starts from, rising to the challenge, yeah? Starts from only 699 dirhams for the Redmi Note 11. With the 64 base storage and the 4 gigabytes of RAM, if they are not enough for you, you can go up to all the way to 128 with 6 gigabytes of RAM for only 899. That's not enough. No, we will clap after some time. That's not enough. Now, for our users, we are giving them a very cool promotion for them. When they buy the Redmi Note 11, they are going to get the Redmi Buds 3 Lite for free. They are going to get 2 months of free subscription in YouTube Premium, as well as 6 months of screen damage warranty, all of for $899. Starting from tomorrow, you can get your Redmi Note 11 or Redmi Note 11S from all of our official partners. Starting from tomorrow, February 16th, from our official partners, just reach out to them and you will get your devices. And here is the last set we have, the Redmi Note 11 Pro and Pro 5G, as well as the Redmi Note 11 and the Redmi Note 11S. These devices, I hope that I proved that they really rise to the challenge, that they really can rise to the challenge and do what others cannot do. So thank you so much for your time. Stay safe and see you soon.
Wow, just wow. Some truly outstanding products there. I can't thank you enough once again to Magdi Mohammed for such a fantastic presentation. Let's hear it once again. Well done, that was really excellent. Really excellent indeed. Any further questions, please do join us for supper after we finish officially. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please do note that the Note 11 and 11S, as mentioned, will be available in stores from tomorrow, while the Note 11 Pro and 11 Pro 5G will be launched officially in March. You can get those devices in March, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, in March. There you go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. Time now to find out a little bit more about some of the accessories that go along. The series is not just about smartphones, but also. And to tell us a little bit more, please give a very warm welcome to Susan Lai, who is the Retail GTM Manager for Xiaomi Middle East.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Susan Lai. Today, I'm extremely excited to announce the latest earphone to launch globally, which is the Redmi Buds 3 Pro. This time, we're listening from your sound and make the sound for you. Firstly, this time is coming from the flagship level 35 decibel hybrid active noise cancelling. It's truly immersive listening experience, so that you can listen more you want, even in noisy, crowded place like the metro. Secondly, we're having the seamless dual device connectivity. It means you can watch a movie on your laptop and pick up a phone call from your mobile phone without manually connect or disconnect from your Redmi Buds 3 Pro. We're also having MIUI pop-up for the quick powering, which can help in the Bluetooth powering be more easier. And now it's available on the selected model for Redmi and the Xiaomi device. In order to make things can be more and more convenient, this time we take up to 28 hours the total playback time, and up to 6 hours for the listening with the earbuds on a single charge. So you can listen in for a whole day without any worry. In addition, if you want to charging, but you don't have a cable lying around, no worry, we also support for wireless charging. So for the 35 decibel hybrid active noise cancelling, and the dual device connectivity, and the super long playback time, some hardware feature, it's all from the sound you want. This time, the Redmi Buds 3 Pro gives us so many surprises, so we also provide another surprise for you all. Now, you don't need to guess the price, it will be AED 299, because we want everyone all can have it, enjoy it, and love it. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Susan Lai. Fantastic presentation there. 299. Absolutely brilliant. Right, ladies and gentlemen, just before we finish and before I usher you over to enjoy these products firsthand just over at the activity booth, I would first and foremost like to invite on stage for a photograph opportunity. So please give a very warm welcome to Mr. Usman. Please welcome Mr. Rakesh, Mr. Khaled Al-Amiri, Zainab Al-Ek. A very warm welcome. Please do come up on the stage if I've said your name. A very warm welcome, a big round of applause for our special guests this evening. And we will just get that lovely photograph of you all, just 2 minutes' time. And ladies and gentlemen, please give a very warm welcome, of course, to who is the General Manager of Xiaomi Middle East. Huge congratulations. Let's hear it for Ronnie Wang there. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have come to the end of the official launch. What an outstanding evening and set of presentations. Some very exciting devices that we've got to look forward to. I would now like very much to encourage you all to go to the activity area to see these incredible products for yourselves as well. After which we will be serving supper just outside in buffet form with some live music as well for you all to enjoy, and we will see you out there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Good night. Thank you.